Hello everybody. We're here in Tegucigalpa and we're gonna walk through, what we do as volunteers.
These are kids that are in treatment. Their mother's here. They're watching TV. Another little boy who wants to be on camera. The energy is amazing given their circumstances. So we've already done a run through, but we decided together that we wanted to start over here.
There's only one room. In Honduras we don't have palliative care, but we have one room for the kids that are more proximate to death. And we're gonna come and see.
This is Kenya. She's 7 years old. She's with her dad. ¿Y de dónde son?
Pero el departamento para ellos, allá era con dolor y fiebre. Sí, eso es lo que pegaba.
So he's saying that she has a lot of fever and pain in her eye, as you can see. Is that like a tumor or inflammation in her eye? And this is a very emotional case, but the goal here is
to
maintain her condition.
Yeah. Pero todo va a estar bien. Hay que tener fe en Dios, ¿verdad?
Obviously, this is a hard. Not used to seeing stuff like this, but what I think is amazing is that there is care for children that probably are in their last days, and I wish there were more rooms to put them in, but this is currently what they have. And I think the reality is accepted. How does that affect you?
It's
Hard.
sí. I've been here 29 years and pain is always here, but we have to be strong as volunteers and also talk about God and have faith, and we have to believe that everything is gonna get better. And this little girl, even though maybe she won't make it, but she's going to be with God, and she's gonna be an angel in heaven. And I know that we as parents suffer, but things of life, and also we have to see what we can do in order to raise money for these kids to have their medicines to cure their cancer.
And it's important that sometimes people have to see this point, this stage of the process,
Yes.
as difficult as it can be.
The medicine is not as the same as in the United States, but I think that we're doing better than before. Our volunteer work, I think, is making a difference here.
We're going to go to the other side of the ward, where the children can be together in one room, and we're going to meet some of those little kids.
Yeah.
Okay.
At least 70% of the kids have leukemia. We have 65% of cure. And the problem that we have in Honduras is that the people are not educated, so they
don't know how to know what the symptoms are.
Yeah, the symptoms.
Okay.
So then they come with their kids at a very late phase of the illness. So it's harder for us to do something, but at least we give them some care and we give them chemotherapy. But it's hard when they're in a terminal phase.
So the children that are in here, are they at a good stage?
Yeah, they are in a good stage and they're receiving chemotherapy. Okay, so you can see them here.
Just had her hair cut because she was losing it. So maybe not the best day for her in terms of her mood, but She's super cute and
I guess she's
little
falling
sassy.
asleep.
Yeah,
too.
she's falling asleep.
She's sleepy.
All these children they have an emotional connection to their therapy, their treatment. They're experiencing those emotions of fatigue, depression, confusion, all of that. So even though they're still very young.
Retinoblastoma, which is a cancer in the eye.
In the eye, okay.
Yeah, so he lost his little one of his eyes, but we're gonna give him what is it? A prosthesis.
Oh, okay.
So we're gonna put a
eye.
replacement. Yeah.
And when will he get that?
Right now he's in chemotherapy,
Okay.
so they have to wait until the chemotherapy is done, and we can see that they can put the prosthesis.
Okay. But they're able to remove
we
the
do.
cancer.
The cancer, yeah.
Uh-huh.
This type of cancer is very curable, like 90% curable here in Honduras.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. Darwin's 5 years old, so he's very young. Is that a common cancer for little children?
Yes, but it's maybe like a 5%. 5% of the Honduran kids. Ya se quiere ir.
His dad says he's been crying because he's ready to go, so he has perfect eyesight in the other eye. They're going to get him a prosthetic eye so that he will have he'll look like he has, two working eyes, but they say his vision is great in the other eye, so there's a lot of hope for him as far as just, his vision and moving on. But they say his condition is very good and that the eye cancer is one that's most easy to treat. Yeah. Okay, so this is where the kids play. What's very important, I've noticed from what you've shared with me, is keeping these children very stimulated.
Yes.
These kids have a lot of symptomatic problems from nervous habits, motor skills, little repetitive motions that happen just from probably depression and stress and frustration of having to just be here and not be in their normal home environment. So you guys do a lot to provide stimulation and to provide a sense of norm.
We try to keep them stimulated, and we try to keep them away from the illness, away from feeling the pain. And so we have a music therapy teacher, and we also have a lot of volunteers that come and coloring and all these little things that help them pass the way. Yeah, the time goes faster. So
one thing that I thought was really cool is that you guys are doing
the video.
Alternate reality, and the kids are able to transport to different environments outside of the hospital and treatment setting, like going to the beach or outer space or whatever, and it really just helps lift their mood. And as we all know, that treatment can be very much mood based. So as much as you guys can do to keep the environment positive is super important to the treatment that they're receiving.
I invite all the people that see this video to help us. They can look us up at salvamivida.org, which is our website, and also we are in Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and also in Twitter. So in there you can see all our necessities. So if you guys want to help Honduras, we'll be glad.